Today we are going to check out 3 HMO projects. That's 3 houses delivering 14 bed spaces, and the purpose of today's visit is to ensure that everything is in place so that Bright Start Homes can start moving tenants in and delivering support to people who need their help from next week. We often get asked about HMOs, whether it's appropriate for supported housing. And I think it's important to state that it depends really on who the tenants are and also who the provider is and how they work with those service users. These houses that you're going to see today are all going to Bright Start Homes. Their ethos is around creating community, creating bonds between the service users who will be sharing this house. Isolation and loneliness are 2 of the primary causes for anxiety and depression, and are obviously major triggers for addiction and substance misuse. Therefore, by creating a community bond and a spirit between people who might not have known each other beforehand, it really does form an integral part of the rehabilitation process that Bright Start Homes puts in place. The planning criteria and definition for supported housing was changed recently, and C3B was brought in as a subcategory to normal residential homes. C3B is related specifically to supported housing, and it states where there are up to 6 people living in one dwelling as a family unit. And I think that's really the important thing about putting people into a HMO environment that's really well run, that's well maintained and presented obviously to a brand new standard and a nice clean modern space can really be a positive aspect of the rehabilitation of someone who's fallen on hard times, is trying to get back on their feet. So here we are in the main communal living area for this property. It's a hive of activity in here today as all of the last bits have been brought in, all of the furniture pack, all of the inventory list, making sure that everything's in place for the compliance certificates to go across so that the lease can be executed and that people can start living from this address from next week. Here we are in property number 3 now, obviously just on the final finishing touches. Most of the furniture pack's been brought into this property. Last bits of snagging, little bits of touch-up of decoration. So this is a 4-bedroom HMO. There are 3 bathrooms in this property. 2 of the bedrooms have ensuite bathrooms, and then 2 bedrooms share 1 bathroom. What I like about this one is it's got a really nice, big, open plan, really generous communal living area. So the kitchen at this end. And as I say, what is really important is that we give the tenants an area that they can mix in comfortably, really start to bond, share their experiences of recovery and rehabilitation, and then get them ready for moving on. So that's another 3 houses that we're going to be ready to hand over to Bright Start Homes next week. 14 bed spaces and 14 people who are going to be given a roof over their head in a nice, warm, safe, secure environment, a nice, new, modern, fresh space whereby they can get the support that they need to put their lives back on track. So 3 houses that we've seen today that will be handed over next week. We've got somewhere in the region of about another 20 HMOs in the pipeline, some of which are in the conveyancing process, just completing on the purchases, some of which have already started. So if you want to keep up to date with everything that's happening, see more properties that are going to look pretty much just like this. They'll all look the same. It's consistency of delivery, it's consistency of provision. We've got a large pipeline, we've got a large demand. If you'd like to keep in touch and find out more about how we do what we do, then please join the mailing list and get in touch with the team today.